Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll talk about multimeter. So guys, on chip you will find different type of multimeter of different makers. You must know how to use them and use them safely. If you're not going to use it safely, either you're going to damage the multimeter or yourself. In this video, we are going to see how we are going to test different reading, and I will show you with a small demo also that how to read different readings: voltage in AC, voltage in DC, current in AC, current in DC, your diode, your capacitance, your resistance reading, your continuity testing. So all these things I'm going to cover in this video. So we'll start. So in this multimeter, you can see backside flush light is there, and in front one on top LED is there. One sensor is provided to detect light signal. Means suppose there is a dark, uh, this display will automatically switch on, and if there is too much of bright, this display will automatically switch off. You can select it from this switch. So let's say I'll start with voltmeter. If you want to measure voltmeter, you have to choose this point. If it is written V means voltmeter, A means current, okay, and this is the ohm symbol. This is the diode symbol. If you want to measure the voltmeter, in voltmeter you have a two section, AC and DC. To measure 220 volt AC, so you have to select this one. This is the sinusoidal symbol for AC. So this symbol which represent like this is the AC for voltmeter, and this is dotted with a continuous line on top is for DC. So this is the boundary for this. It's ranging from 6 to 1000. If you're going to measure 6 volt, let's say 1 volt, 2 volt AC, so you can put the knob up to 6 volt. If you want to measure, you can put the selector switch to 6 volt. Okay, see, I've selected it to 6 volt. So if you want to measure more than 6 volt, you have to more than 6 volt and less than 60 volt, you can select 60. If you want to measure 220, so you go with the 600, because maximum with this selector switch it can measure maximum 600. So 220 and 440 will cover in this. If you're going with a higher voltage, so maximum it can go with 1000 volt. So very easy, 6 to 1000. So either you can put it in 1000 and measure it, but maybe your reading value will be like in 1 volt. If you're going to measure, it will be, the value will be showing very low. If you want to read the accurate reading, you have to select the lowest one, which is close to that, but it should be lining in between that voltage. Next is the DC part. If you want to measure 24 volt DC, let's say 24 volt DC, so same, it goes with DC also. This is the DC range. This is ranging from 600 millivolt to 1000 volt DC. So if you want to measure 24 volt DC, it should be 24. So the highest reading which you will select is 60, because if you select 6, 24 is not lying in between. So you have to select 60, so that less than 60 or up to 60 it will measure the voltage, DC voltage. So if you want to measure higher, you can select these knobs. So this is the DC part. These point you can measure your current. This is for the AC current, same like voltmeter. This is for the AC current, and this is for the DC current. So these lines are the boundary for this. So if you want to measure the AC current, so it is ranging from 20 to 60, 20 amp or 600 milliamp or 60 milliamp. So it is ranging from this range. So you can select your knob. You can see this, it is changing to ampere and AC. When you select in this ampere, it will show to ampere. When you select it to voltage, it will go to voltage. So you can see ampere, milliamp, 60 milliamp. So this range is selected 60 milliamp, and this is showing AC milliamp. So same like this is the range for the AC, and this is the range for your DC. So if you select, see, I have selected 20 in a DC range. So it is saying, it is showing A with a DC range. And if you want to measure the milliamp, most of the time you have to measure 4 to 20 milliamp. So you have to select on this 60, because 60 is the range which is the lowest one here to measure milliamp, and 4 to 20 if you want to measure. So this is the best range, you have to select it here. This point is for a temperature and Fahrenheit. You can select it, and you can with the help of a different connector is there, you can measure the temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. This is for frequency for percentage. This is for continuity testing and the diode testing. Okay, this continuity testing and diode testing. And this is the section which lies for the resistance side. So if your resistance value is less than 6 kilo ohm, then you can go ahead with this. The funda is clear that if you want to measure something which is ranging from 0 to 10, so select a knob which is closer to 10 or more than 10, so that you will get the value of 10 exactly. Because if your range is going to 10 and you are going to select 9, you will not get the accurate data. So your selector switch should be equal to that highest point or more than that. So you can see here kilo ohm, this range 60 kilo ohm, 600 kilo ohm, 6 mega ohm, it is going to mega ohm. So you can measure the resistance also with this. And this is the capacitor. Okay, so 100 microfarad, this is the capacitor switch symbol. So you can select it here, and you can measure the capacitance. And this is the live for live AC, and this is the off switch. This is the hold switch, which is for, if you hold it, you can see light is glowing. Okay, good to see something. So these are for the NPN and PNP connections. You can insert and measure the value. If you want to hold any reading, just press this. Regarding these 4 knobs, you can see very clearly they are very well marked and explained, that your common point will be always this. One is red and one is black. So your common will be always connected to this. This black one is the common one. Let's say, suppose you want to measure the hertz, the capacitance, the continuity test, this one, voltage, resistance, diode or temperature. For all these sections, you have to connect here, this red color one. If you want to measure milliamp, let's say you want to measure milliamp of this in DC or AC or microamp, you have to, for any current reading, you have to place it here. And this is for the maximum 20 ampere maximum. Let's say you want to measure 4 to 20 milliamp, you have to insert it here. And if you want to measure voltage of any point, you have to insert it here. For voltage, resistance, diode, temperature, everything you have to select it here. And then using these 2 probes, you can measure it. If you want to measure 220, select this point, connect your probe at this, insert this, you will see 220 volt. It is showing very clearly. So to measure 220, you have to put it on 600. If you are going to put it, let's say if you put it on by mistake in DC and you measure it, you are not going to get anything. But you must not do it. If I put it on AC and then try to read any DC voltage, it has an inbuilt fuse system. So the safety is inbuilt inside. So guys, this is a battery charger. This P1 and N1 is going to battery, and this is 24 to 25 volt DC, and this RNS is your 220 volt AC. So right now the selector switch is on 600 volt AC. So I'll measure RNS. So you can see I have connected it to RNS, and the reading is showing 222. Okay, so I have removed it. The value is showing 0. Now I'll turn it to 60 volt DC. Now I'm going to measure P1 and N1. Now you can see the reading 25.62, which is going to battery. I have removed, now it is showing 0. This one is related to your positive and this side is your positive. So you must choose the positive and negative properly so that you get the right reading, not the negative one. 3.9. If I select this probe, you will get minus 3.9. So guys, you can see this is very simple. Let's say I am going to measure this volt. So this is actually 1.5. This is 1.3 right now. So you can see this one is a little bit discharged. So 1.31. So this is the 56 kilo ohm resistance which I have. What you have to do? You have to turn this knob, and your resistance value is 56 kilo ohm. So this selection should be, so 56 is below 60. So you can select this knob, hold the two probes and touch both the sides. You can see 56.56, the reading of this resistance. So reading any parameter is very simple. It is just that your procedure should be correct. So once again I hold it, 56.56 for these resistance. So I have one more resistance. I'll measure this also. This one is 750 kilo ohm. You can see it is written over 750 kilo ohm. So 750 kilo ohm is greater than 600 kilo ohm and less than 6 mega ohm. So you can choose 6 mega ohm. Okay. Hold the two probe, measure it. You can see this 0.75 mega ohm, which is your 750 kilo ohm. guys, I have made this arrangement to show you how to measure the current for an AC. So I'm going to measure the current of this fan. You can see this is in series. The multimeter is in series. This brown wire is connected here. This black wire is connected here, and this blue wire, this incoming wire that is coming all the way from a multimeter and then goes from this black wire. So I will connect a fan. You can see the fan is stopped. So I'll give the power supply. You can see 0.08, 0.09 is the wire resistance which you are getting, 0.1 amp. Now I'm going to switch on the fan. You can see here the fan is running now, and you can see from 0.1 to it changes from 0.3. This way you have to measure the current. So guys, I hope you got to know something. These things are going to help you anywhere, either at your home or on ship. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.